5 and 5.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Tee It Up Grand Strand. I'm your host, Shan Coughlin, here with Mr. Archie Lemon from Tidewater Golf Club. How are you?
Shan, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me today.
Oh, you're welcome. So I ran into Chris Cooper not too long ago, and he said he was going to hijack your chair on one of these coming up soon. He said they gave you kind of a hard time.
He's more than welcome. We'll go get him out here.
Yeah, absolutely.
It won't be long. It won't be long.
Absolutely. I always want to say Tidewater Golf and Country Club. Is it a country club too, or is it just Tidewater Golf Club?
Tidewater Golf Club.
Okay. It reminds me of a country club feel, though. It's so gorgeous out there.
A lot of people say that, and I think it's a gated entrance,
Right.
And I think a lot of people that throws them off. But the residential community is gated. We just happen to be inside it, but. We are a public golf course located inside of a private community.
There you go. That's a better description of it. The homes around there are absolutely beautiful, though. Wow. And they're not all, huge or mansions. It's just I love the style in there. It's really different than what you see, typically anywhere else. And so many trees and wooded. I think people tend to think of the beach area as more only palm trees or more flat and wide open, but definitely not at Tidewater.
No, for so many years we've had a tree replacement program. For every tree that goes out, one has to be replaced. So the scenery is gorgeous out there. There are more trees than a lot of people would think.
Or than would like maybe on the course. No.
Yeah, we have taken a few off the golf course just to help the turf grass.
Yeah.
But we still have thousands of trees.
Yes.
So it's a beautiful setting, some beautiful homes, everything from some townhomes and condominiums up to the single family homes. Some of them on the golf course side, the clubhouse side, not the golf course side, but the clubhouse side. We call that the plantation side. Everything has to be a low country design.
Okay.
So there's no brick allowed on that side of the property, but on the opposite side, on the bluff side, there are homes that are brick and stucco and whatnot, and that's probably the newer part of the Tidewater residential area.
Well, I tell you, it does give it a nice feel, a lot of variety. You don't feel like it's all cookie cutter and piled on top of each other. One of the things that we talked about last time that I loved was that Tidewater has gone through some redevelopment, or not redevelopment, what do I want to say?
Renovation, restoration.
Yes,
yeah.
And the green complexes. I have stolen that term. I never had heard that term, and I've been able to use it now in my...
Okay.
I sound like I know what I'm talking about, I think. You helped me out a little bit. But how are those greens coming along? Because it's been almost has it been a year?
Not quite a year.
Okay.
We closed the course last June. We reopened it October 1.
Okay.
But we sprigged the greens.
You don't have to be exact.
It's coming up. No, it's almost a year. They're almost a year old. But the greens are the best shape ever. We're getting so many
that's what I'm hearing.
Rave reviews.
Yeah, word on the street is Tidewater is I don't want to say back to its old glory, but even you had said there were some issues that had come up over the years, and back when y'all first opened, and for the scenery, it always was the place to be. But the greens were just gorgeous, and when we talked about that renovation or restoration, y'all took them back to the original sizes, and we talked all about that. And Dave, our golf director, played out there this weekend, and he said it was phenomenal, like the best he's seen it since y'all opened. That's got to feel good, though, after having a little bit of issue.
That feels great.
Yeah.
That feels fantastic. Matter of fact, one of the challenges we're having right now is all the industry people are calling up and saying, hey, I want to play Tidewater. Hey, I want to play Tidewater. I'm like, I know you do. We want to have you out. If you want to play in the afternoon, that's no problem.
Right.
However, if you want to play in the morning, you need to call 4 p.m. or after the night before.
Right.
Because we're very busy this time of year in the mornings.
Right.
We have a lot of sold out mornings. So.
Well, the weather's perfect right now. We're in full summer golf swing, and I think it's perfect. I like we're in South Carolina. I like it hot, but I played on Sunday, and it's still a beautiful breeze coming off the water. So, I mean, you're not suffering out there, but it's nice. It's warm, and everything's so green. It's my favorite time of the year.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
A lot of people have asked me, even when I moved down here from Virginia, they're like, wow, I bet it's really hot down there in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina in summer. And I'm like, believe it or not, it's a lot cooler here because of the ocean winds than where I moved from in Williamsburg, Virginia.
Right.
A lot. I mean, it's 10 or 15 degrees cooler.
Yes.
You play Tidewater, and half of the holes are out on the saltwater marshes, the intercoastal waterway, so there's always a breeze out there. Well,
and the breeze is cool, and I learned that, I won't say the hard way, but I learned that firsthand. We were out in Tennessee with some folks with the Paralong Drive Cup, and I was commenting to Jeff because he's from there. I said, even the breeze is hot here. It's not only the temperature's hot, but the breeze is hot. And he said, yeah, that's what you don't realize in South Carolina is that the breeze is cooler, a lot cooler, and keeps everything cooler. So for folks who say they don't want to play golf here in the summertime, I tell you, there's some great benefits. One, the courses are not as crowded, especially if you're willing to go out in the afternoon, and the prices are so good.
The courses are not as crowded. Prices are better.
Right.
Believe it or not, the courses are in better condition in the summertime than they are in early spring. Now, in the fall, Tidewater will be phenomenal as well because all the summer growth, basically what we're doing right now is we're just manicuring the course on a daily basis. Like every Sunday, Monday, we spike the greens, we groom them, which is like a real light verticutting. It's almost like if you're going to a hairdresser, it'd be almost like getting your hair thin just a little bit.
Okay.
So we do that, and then we lightly top dress them. So
y'all do that every week?
Every week in the summer.
Wow.
They get TLC in the summer. This is their growing season.
Right.
So
Makes sense.
Is the time of year that we can groom them literally to perfection. And so they'll stay like this. Now, we are going to close for 1 week.
Okay.
We're going to close July 29th through August the 5th.
Well, that's good to know. We want to put that out there for everybody.
Yeah, we will be open for morning tee times on Wednesday, July 29th.
Okay.
Then that afternoon, we'll close. We'll be closed for a week. We're going to airify the entire golf course.
Oh, wow.
Greens, tees, fairways, roughs, you name it, we're going to do it. We're bringing in professional companies to assist in this.
Right.
They have equipment that's best in class, so they'll help us, especially with the greens.
Yeah.
The greens are what's really, really important. And at Tidewater, yes, we could turn around and open 2 or 3 days later. Right. But we don't want to do that.
You're going to let it heal.
We're going to let it heal a little bit, and we're going to groom it and manicure it a little bit more. Because when people, even if it's a summer golfer coming out to play in one round at Tidewater, they'll go, wow, this is the one round I'm really looking forward to. And you just did what?
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, so we did what 10 days ago, so it's
well, and nice. Here's the thing. If I'm counting my weeks correctly, because I've learned a lot about aerifying, that puts it in absolute premier shape for the fall golf season, too.
It will be.
So it's perfect now. Dave was just telling us, and he's like, I can't believe they're gonna aerify right now when it looks so good. But you're going to aerify July 29th in the afternoon, close that week, and then even when it reopens, it'll still be beautiful. But for those folks planning their fall golf trip, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, the fall, the course should be probably in its best shape ever because we're not going to overseed until the second week of November.
Okay.
So the golf course is going to be perfect. Mid-August, September, October, the first 10, 11 days of November, and then, time changes.
Yes.
That's when we're going to overseed.
There you go. And I was talking to someone just last weekend. We were talking about the November golf season because I'll tell you, I know I just said the summer is my favorite, and it is, hands down. But it has surprised me. The last few Novembers here have been really warm and beautiful, and we've been able to carry fall golf season almost through Thanksgiving. And when I say that, I know the people from the north laugh at us because they'll play in anything. I mean, as long if it's not snow on the ground, they'll bundle up. We're a little more fair weather down here, but into November, we've had 70s. I mean, tilting on 80 sometimes. Almost through Thanksgiving, it's been gorgeous.
Yeah, fall golf to me goes right on through November and even into December.
Okay.
And the only thing that interrupts December a little bit are the holidays.
Yeah. Those darn holidays get in the way of our golf season.
Well, some people.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah, not everybody.
the holidays are very, very important. But
Yes, they are.
The cool weather really doesn't get here, it seems like, until about the second week of January. In January, February, and a little bit of March is when
Right.
we have our cooler weather.
Yeah. And then that's what, like you mentioned earlier, the golf courses are in the best conditions in, that later spring all the way through. And not that they're ever bad. I mean, my friends from Virginia, I grew up in Richmond, give me a hard time too, because they'll come down and they'll say, Shan, if you consider this not as good, just be quiet. We don't, because you don't understand what everyone else in the country with real weather's going through. So it makes a lot of sense. So, Archie, let's tell everyone out there something that they might not be able to find on the internet. Let's give them a little nugget that they can only get here at the Golf Director by listening to you on the radio or watching us on thegolfdirector.com on the TV tab, where they can see our lovely smiling faces.
Archie, she always puts her guest on the spot at least once during the interview. You just
she
got to
would-
know that.
If she would have just sent me this about
Yeah.
yesterday
She
when
was-
we confirmed,
that's
I would
not
have
her-
like
it's
I would
not her
have
style.
I would have had it all.
She likes the deer in the headlights look.
I do. No,
She got it.
I want to. But this is the fun part, because I didn't want it so prepped for everybody. But, is there something about Tidewater? Is there something going on as far as packages? It could be anything from a little nugget of history to a special package y'all have coming up to, just something, one of your favorite things out there. I just want to give people something here they can't find out on the internet anywhere else.
Just one?
Yeah, or you have to. We got a few minutes.
I have to give you more than one.
Hey, see, he's prepped. He was
No,
ready.
Just wing it. A couple of things. One, when you play here at the beach, a lot of people come down and they come from where the elevations are a little more and the ball flies a little further.
Oh, that's true.
But here at sea level, make sure you take enough club. If you're used to hitting a 7-iron from 150 back home, down here it's probably a 6-iron. Ball just does not fly as far at sea level.
Yes.
So
No, it's really your clubs, folks. You have to buy a brand new set in the clubhouse.
yes,
No, no.
that'd work too.
No, my cousins are coming down from Denver, and that was their main concern. But only after I said, don't forget, when I came up here, I hit a 250-yard drive pretty regularly, and that was a heck of a lot of fun. When you come down to South Carolina, you're going to have to remember more club. Right. Yeah.
And I think also a big thing at Tidewater is select the proper set of tees. There's
Yes.
6 sets of tees out there. It's a beautiful golf course, but it's a challenging golf course. So don't bite off more than you
can chew.
because it is a challenging layout. So what I always tell people is, if take one more club, think about playing one set of tees further up than you normally play.
Right.
Play the front 9, and if that's not enough for you,
Move
then
it back.
move it back on the back 9. If that's not enough for you, then you're a pretty good player.
Yeah. Then you would have been back there to begin with. I tell you what, we've talked to some folks in the golf industry, and even in the latest PGA magazine that came out, I noticed that, at least for our section, they had an entire book attached about even introducing a new set of tees, having courses really go out and reevaluate and introduce a shorter set of tees, whether it's between the most forward and the second most forward, non-gender, non-age related
Right.
set, and even make it a color that's non-traditional, so there's no stigma attached to it. And they had interviews from courses that have done that with rave reviews. Have y'all thought about maybe in the future looking at that for your members? I consider Tidewater very lady friendly in that your forward tees do make the majority of the par 4s reachable, certainly the par 5s, but some courses get a little long on those par 4s.
They do, and that's why that extra set of tees, having 6 sets of tees, is really big for us. It allows you to a set of tees to choose from. I cannot recall the exact ladies' yardage, but
Right.
I know it's probably in the 4,700 yard range, which is fairly short.
Which is good now. Yes. Yes.
so-
Sunday we played, it was 5,000, and that's usually what the most forward tees are. But they're talking about even bringing it into the 4,000 range, which, for folks who just can't swing like they used to, or who don't want to, or
Right.
for juniors who can't because they're not big enough yet. I mean, it just makes for a more enjoyable round.
I think you'll see more and more courses doing that, building some more forward sets of tees. For example, when I take my granddaughters out to play, a lot of times I'll just take them out and let them tee off from about 200 yards in the fairway.
There you go.
And that type of thing, or they'll play in for my drive.
There you go. Yeah, a little scramble.
Yeah, but I can see more and more courses changing that most forward set of tees to being non-red.
Correct.
Which,
yes.
So changing the colors may have a lot to do with it as well.
Right.
Matter of fact, I'd love to reverse them.
Oh, but the red tees. Wait. Oh, you know
Yeah.
what? You'd probably you change speed of play instantaneously. I'm not playing the red tees. Well, yeah, but they're the further 7,000 yards. I don't care. I'm not playing the red tees.
That's right. So
I love that. All right. Any more nuggets for us?
well, you need to come see us. The golf course is in phenomenal shape.
Yep.
We've got some great spring package. We're already promoting and selling
Spring packages,
spring
yeah.
golf already, and a cooperative group of courses that we have
Sure.
together, Myrtle Beach's Best. We've put together some phenomenal package opportunities.
Good.
And we've tried to keep it as simple as possible to where you can create any combination of our 16 courses.
Right.
And this is how simple it is. You book 3 rounds, you get $10 off each round. You book
Nice.
4 rounds, you get $15 off each round. You book 5 or more rounds, you get $20 off each round. So you book a 5-round package, you get $100 off. So that's pretty good.
Well, that's like getting at least one for free.
Yes.
Almost one. And some could, depending on which one they choose, but one or almost one for free, that's not a bad deal.
Absolutely. So
We all like stuff for free. I know we don't like that word. It's an excellent value, I should say.
There you go.
But you know what? And when it comes down to turkey, if we're talking turkey, one of them's free, Archie.
that's correct. That's correct.
That's the way it goes. Well, what's the best way for folks to find out more information about Tidewater? I know we have your featured page on thegolfdirector.com under the destination tab for Myrtle Beach. But if they're out just searching around, what's the best place to find information about Tidewater?
Our website is tidewatergolf.com.
I love the videos, by the way. And the little, you can also read, I'm sorry I'm interrupting you, but you can read what people are saying. You put the reviews right there. I love that.
Yes, we have a lot of videos on our website, and we also have reviews that post instantly to our website. You can go on to our website, tidewatergolf.com, and do a review, and it'll post instantly. Or if you go on TripAdvisor and post there,
Right.
then you could also view that on tidewatergolf.com. So we have a tab on there for reviews,
Right.
and a lot of people are going there. It's the second most clicked on tab that we have on our whole website now.
Perfect.
Is
So
reviews.
that is tidewatergolf.com. So go there, and Myrtle Beach's, is it Myrtle Beach's, it's Myrtle Beach beachesbest.com. Myrtle Beach's Best.
MyrtleBeachGolfPackages.com.
MyrtleBeachGolfPackages.com. But the group is the Myrtle Beach Best because
Yes.
a lot of the best courses are in there.
That's
and
what
it's
we say.
14 or 16?
16 now.
16 courses in there. Awesome job. Archie, we are out of time.
Okay.
See,
I
we
understand.
always say, we don't know what we're going to talk about. And we always have
just
something
keep
to
going
talk
and going
about.
and going and going.
I tell you, the whole idea behind this show is to inform people about course conditions and updates and all good about Tidewater. And I tell you, I know that you are so happy because of some of the issues in the past. But, folks, they are well over a year in the past, and everything is pristine there. We have
it is.
firsthand knowledge right from Dave here at the Golf Director. So thanks for coming in, Archie.
Oh, you're welcome.
Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having me.
This edition of Tee It Up Grand Strand has been produced and broadcast by the Zeus Radio Network for thegolfdirector.com. When visiting us here at the Golf Director, be sure to check out our featured golf course pages, including that one for Tidewater, where you'll find up-to-date information about course conditions, specials, and more. If you need help with your next golf vacation, tweet hashtag just call Dave and he'll find you, or give us a call at 844-GO-GOLF1. That's 844-464-6531. All of our programming is archived for listening and viewing on demand, so to catch up on a show you might have missed, click on the TGD Radio and TGD TV tabs in the menu at thegolfdirector.com. You can find us now on over 1 billion devices through iTunes, Audio Realm, TuneIn, Ustream, YouTube, Roku, Blueberry, and on the Myrtle Beach Golf app. So download that today. This is your host, Shan Coughlin, on behalf of my very special guest, Mr. Archie Lemon from Tidewater Golf Club. Jeff behind the glass, we appreciate you tuning in. There's more TGD golf news and information coming up next, so don't go anywhere.